Hiya, so it's Friday morning. I'm just about to eat some breakfast and I'm going to go to Body Pump in about, I think it starts at 10:05, so I've got to leave here at around 9:45. My gym stuff's there. I'm just going to pack up my clothes ready to change into afterwards. My work clothes, as it were. These are just kind of scrappy clothes, and I'll just go and take myself a change of clothes to go to wear afterwards. So I'm going to have a shower and such afterwards. So all I've got to do is pack those few bits together. Then I'll come back here. I don't think I'll go straight to work. I'm going to come back here and make sure I've got everything ready to take with me to get to prep for when I pick the kids up after work, and then I'll go to work. I've got to take things like the food and such like that for our lunch and things like that, so I'll come back and get all that business. But it's nice to have a morning off. I've got the house to myself. I never ever trying to figure out whenever I just gonna make some drink, otherwise I'm not gonna have enough time. I'm trying to work out when if I ever have the house to myself. I don't think I do ever have the house to myself. Let's go grab some bread. Be good. So I'm going to have 2 pieces of toast, 2 pieces of the wholemeal toast. I have this King's Mill wholemeal medium sliced baked loaf. Each slice contains calories? Yeah, 68 calories. But 2 of these small ones are a healthy extra B. The bag done. Here we go, cup. So it means that basically I can now have a day. This is going to happen every week, obviously, excluding holidays, but divide a different routine for that. But term time is going to be where I do so Monday body combat, Tuesday swimming in the morning. So the Tuesday, obviously I have to get up every day to take the kids to school, but the Monday I get to come home afterwards and my partner's there, so we can have a bit of time together and then prep for body combat. Although usually when I get back I just have some breakfast. And then prep for body combat, which is at 11, so we leave it around 11:15. But this day I've got to myself a little bit. Just check the time. One down. Yeah, so it's about 9:23. So about 20 minutes. Yeah, so I think it would be nice. It allows me to push on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is where I get up. The Tuesday morning I do a swim before I take the kids to school. And the Wednesday I just take the kids to school, and the Wednesday and the Thursday I'm in the shop by myself. So it allows me a big push Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is they're very full days. And sometimes a little bit late nights because I go out swimming world and body balance on a Wednesday, so I'm back at 9, so usually in bed by 10:30, and then I'm on Thursday night go to the gym, so again I'm usually back about 8ish, 9ish. Find myself a knife. I think I've got to start a new peanut butter. Peanut butter finished. I can scrape a bit more out of this. So I'm going to try and make sure I've got Marmite, because I've not been having a lot of Marmite, and Eva was very, very, very kind and sent me some vegan books, and it obviously says about the B12. I know I did have to have the B12, but you sort of forget, don't you, as time goes on, what exactly you're supposed to have. So I've got to try and be a bit better in making sure I've got Marmite and my alarm telling me to open the shop, but I don't need to. So my partner's opening today. So my almond milk. Oh, I forgot to say, this is the almond milk I use. I'm sorry, I can't remember who asked me to show the almond milk. I don't think it was Bronwyn, don't think it was Amanda. I'm sorry, can't remember. This is the almond milk anyway. It's unsweetened almond milk. It's not almond milk, is it? I know, Jane, it's not almond milk, it's almond drink. But it's almond alternative to dairy milk by Sainsbury's, and you can have 750 ml of this for a healthy extra A, and that's what I have. I don't always have my 750 ml, but I basically have about 3 or 4 of these a week, and then I drink them all up, so it kind of altogether it kind of counts more or less. But it's nice just to have something, I don't have to worry about it. I can just have as much drinks as I like, and it's not really going to be a problem whatsoever. It all fits in quite comfortably, and it just allows you to, it's not delicious to drink by itself by any stretch of the imagination. It's not like a delicious, like you wouldn't drink it like milk. Well, I wouldn't. You might like it, but I don't. It's a bit but with coffee it's perfect. I think it really complements the kind of nuttiness of coffee. And with porridge it just fits really, really well. I don't have any cereals as such, just because you don't really get a lot of cereals for Healthy Extra B, not much, and it's quite hard to find cereals with no sugar, so that's why I tend to either go for toast or some porridge. So I've got about as much out of this pot as I can. I don't know what I'm going to do for the speed part of it though, because I have these 2 lonely little apples, so I'll probably just have 2 little lonely apples in the fruit bowl full of some extra muck as well on the side, some slimy stuff on there, so I'll probably have to get some more fruit. So that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to have some peanut butter on 2 pieces of toast, and I'm going to have that's now 11 grams. I'm going to have a piece of apple in between, and I'm going to have, I think I'm just going to stop doing the peanut butter there, I think, because that's about 11 grams. So normally I'd count 15 grams of 4.5 sins, so I might go for, I think I'll go for 3.5 sins for 11 grams. I can't really be bothered to get the other peanut butter out, because like the peanut butter, you have to take it, because it's like, it's not, you know, you have to stir it basically. It's a big old tub, and you have to get it out, and you have to stir it right from the bottom, get it all properly done. So I'm going to have some, I'll put peanut butter on one, and I'm going to put Marmite on the other. Yeah, the almond milk's got vitamin B12 in it as a fortified thing, so that's quite handy, obviously, and it should be reasonably alright. But just sometimes I might not have as much almond milk because I might need to get the vitamin B12, and also they say it's a really good idea to make sure you're getting vitamin B12 from multiple sources, just in case one of them isn't as effective as you think maybe it might have been. So I'm just going to cut up some little slimy apples and just have a peanut butter, apple and Marmite toast sandwich, and a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. And then I'm going to, I packed my gym bag already with my gym clothes in. I've just got to go and get myself a spare set of clothes to get changed into. I don't think there was anything else. I think there's a towel in there. I might take a bigger towel, because I've only got a little one in there. There you are then, that'll do me. Go make myself a little sandwich, and inside is the peanut butter and apples. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Lots of love, bye. Hiya. Just looked through my comments and it was Amanda Rostron. I don't know, is Roston or Rostron? Oh, back in a sec. Yeah, Amanda Rostron. They just asked about the almond milk. I think it's changed my life completely since I found it, and because of the whole milk thing. Depending on, I could only really have five decaffeinated coffees. I had to count them, make sure I had nothing. But as soon as I got into almond milk, I would do really well to use up all of my Healthy Extra A in just coffees. So if I had a porridge in the morning and then about, I don't know, 10 decaffeinated coffees in the day, I'd probably use it up. And I just think it's great. It's just changed my life completely. It's not, I just think it just, obviously it helps me also have more vegan food. So I do, yeah. And it's a pound, so it's £1 for a litre, which is, it's perfectly legitimate. It's not crazy amount of money to have, because sometimes when they're kind of more vegan-y foods or more vegetarian foods and things, sometimes the price can really kind of hike up. And I think it's kind of weird really in a way, because I think it's about captive markets, and I always thought it was quite weird how tends to be associated with being richer, doesn't it? Being vegan, or like it tends to be associated with, like, if you like, health food shops are ludicrously expensive, and the cheaper stuff is always the biscuits and the crisps, and or it's considered that. I mean, admittedly, they're all kind of a similar kind of price, but it's a funny association, and I don't really fully understand. But I think sometimes companies take advantage of that, and they market their products, and if they're super healthy, then they genuinely put the price up, because they kind of know that their target market are people who have got a bit of money and therefore want to live longer, or I don't know exactly what it is, but it's always kind of weird why that's associated with it. I certainly do not have a lot of money at all, but I live comfortably. I mean, I'm not like, I have a house to live in, so we can afford our rent, but it's only through housing benefit and council tax benefit and all of that kind of stuff. But it's and eating vegan, and it's so much cheaper. It's so much cheaper because, I mean, eating vegetarian food is so much cheaper, obviously, because you're not having to buy any meat. And meat can be quite expensive, and fish can be quite expensive, so it's a lot cheaper to buy other types of protein than it is to buy kind of meat protein. But well, that's a bit of a tangent. But yeah, that's what so this almond milk is pretty cheap, and you can have 750 mils of it. And I think it's great. I think the calories as well, if you're not doing Slim World, obviously. The calories are per 250 ml is 42 calories. Can you see that like that? So it's a very low calorie. Is it focused? I don't know how to put it to get it into focus. It's a very low calorie product. But I think it's I think it's great, which explains obviously about the healthy extras, because you've got 250 mils is 42 calories. Times that by 3 is 750, which is about 4 times 3 is 120 calories, which is around 6 tins, which is usually about for the healthy extra. So it's my battery's low. See how much time I've got. Right, I've got 6 minutes before I need to leave, so I'll stop it here and pack my stuff. Yeah, I thought the class started at 5 past. It doesn't start at 1/4 past, and so I've still got a few more minutes before I've got to leave. I'm still feeling hungry after my toast. I've nearly finished my decaffeinated coffee. I don't know whether it'll just settle down, but that's 1 Healthy Extra B and 4.5 Sins I've had, and I'm trying to work out whether just to have one of those go-ahead things, just to fill me up, so I haven't really got very much else in at the moment. I don't have any I haven't got time to make I haven't got any more bread, I could have some nuts instead for my healthy extra bee. Yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna have how many almonds can I have? I can have 16 almonds. So I'm gonna have 8 almonds. Oh, let's go and find them. Okay, so I'm gonna have 8 almonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's half. So it's 1.5 healthy extra bees and 4.5 sins. I just felt a little bit uncomfortable doing that bar, and then that would be 5.5 sins, and I'd suddenly be at 10 sins and haven't even started the day yet. So I'll save that bar just in case I want it later. I've got to take my daughter horse riding because my partner's mum paid for her to have horse riding lessons. It's very exciting. So we've got to go after school. I've got to feed them quickly, then take her. It's about half an hour drive away to go to the horse riding lessons. So there's a good chance I might need to take that snack bar for the journey home. I might be quite hungry by that point, so I'll probably save that go ahead thing for later. Anyway, I'm going to eat these almonds and then I'm off. See you in a bit. Just quickly nip to Sainsbury's just before I nip to work. Just had a few minutes, and I don't have no fruit left in the house, so I just spent too much money on fruit. But you know, it's about 15 quid I think I spent. But I've got some bananas here. I'm going to have a banana just now, I think. I've got some blueberries. I've got some reduced nectarines, which are always really useful, aren't they, when they're ripe and ready and reduced, because then they're just even more ripe. So that's perfect. They're all $1.99. I've got a couple of packs of easy peelers, which are mandarins this time round instead of clementines. And I've also got some light cheese, which are free. So the easy peelers are speed, light cheese are free, nectarines are speed foods, blueberries and no, cherries. Blueberries are speed food, cherries are free food. I've got some raspberries as well for speed, and bananas are free. So I think, yeah, very delicious fruits. Alright, I'm going to work. Bye. So I've just had a caffeinated coffee with almond milk. I've still got some of it left really. And I'm going to have this is the curry. So it's rice and curry. I've got, so this will be 2.5 sins. Because I've got peanut butter in it. So I'm on 4.5 this morning, 2.5 here, so that's 7 sins. 7 sins and 1.5 healthy extra bees. And healthy extra A with almond milk. Sorry. We are back from horse riding, and would you like to tell everyone what happened? And let's tell what we had first. We had noodles and sweet corn. And
I've got some candy!
What did we have for lunch before? So we had noodles and sweet corn. And we had lots of different types of fruit. Yeah. So we had raspberries, cherries and blueberries.
It's so tasty.
And I had, I've just had one of those Go Ahead oat bars. So I can't remember exactly how many sins I'm at, but I think I'm at 12.5 sins.
I had some apple millions and some
apple millions.
Yeah.
Oh, careful, because you're losing it in your face.
Oh, I went away.
Now what happened with the horse riding? Why was it tricky? Did we have a tricky time?
Then I get on the sofa.
I didn't sit on the sofa today. We got the wrong time for the horse riding. I thought it was 5:15, but it wasn't. It was 5 o'clock, and we got there at 5:17. Didn't quite leave enough time, so I got a bit stressed out because I got the wrong time. And Gaia did have just about 15 minutes of horse riding, luckily, but I felt absolutely awful. I'm so used to things going to plan, so used to things working out, and I hadn't given enough time. I hadn't looked. I thought it was a different time and all that kind of stuff. So it all went quite didn't go quite to plan, but we had a lovely time. And Gaia said that it was more upsetting me being stressed out about it.
Yeah,
than
I
it
was stressed out because she was stressed out.
Yeah. So
Hello.
the moral of the story is,
Everyone got stressed out because someone was stressed out.
yeah, we use our stress
I'm
management.
not stressed out.
No, you're fine, aren't you?
Well, the horse got stressed out, haven't they?
Yeah. The horse.
Yeah, if you were stressed out, I was stressed out, and the horse was stressed out.
That Benjamin, is he the horse?
He's the horse.
And what was the name of your horse, Gaia?
DJ.
And what colour was it? It was a lovely horse, isn't it? So we're going to go again in 2 weeks' time. Try again. But now we've just got back at 6:30. We're going to hop in a bath. And, I will let you know what else we eat. The kiddies having leftover sweets from the other day.
I'm gonna have skips.
And we will probably have to have a bit of fruit. Don't hit him. He doesn't need hitting. Probably have to have a bit of fruit and such. We had some noodles earlier,
Ben
but
sweared.
the kids will be hungry again soon anyway. So we're going to have a bath, get ourselves ready for bed.
When we were driving to the thingy, Benjamin squared with his 2 fingers.
With his-
See, that's his swearing finger now.
Alright. Okay, you ready? We're going to say see you in a little bit and we're going to video if we
Yeah,
have any
see,
more
it's his swearing
food.
finger.
Alright, say goodbye.
Bye. See you later.
Can you press the square button? I know, press the square button to press it off. You done it? You're going to have to calm down to press it nicely. Hiya, just got the camera nectarine. I've just got a really, ready? Okay, I've just come away now, just to chat a little bit more about how the kiddies are just getting themselves ready. A few minutes just before my partner comes back from the run, and we have to come home and have a hot drink to read them a story. Okay, so that was a lot of, it was, I'm just going to grab my drink container. It was really hard because I'd sort of thought I'd got all that under control and I thought I knew exactly what I was doing. I even had it in my calendar at 5 o'clock, but for some reason I remembered it at 5:15. And it was, we got there, didn't get lost at all. But it was longer than I thought to get there. And ideally I wanted a bit of time, you know. It took longer to leave than I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave at 4:30, but we ended up leaving at 4:38. But there's just a lot of pressure on it because it was my partner's mum that had got to the lessons, and I didn't want to let her down. I didn't want to let my daughter down, obviously. And I think I wanted to make sure, you know, it's horrible letting your children down. So I have to really calm it down now because I had quite a lot of, I felt awful, just felt absolutely terrible, but I've got to let it go. But now I have to watch out. I was quite stressed and felt really bad, and now I have to watch out as it all just loosens off. I'll have to really watch the kind of the sugar drop, as it were, like the insulin drop or the kind of cortisol drop, and I'll just have to really watch it in terms of eating later when the kids are gone to bed. So I'm just going to do lots and lots and lots and lots of decaffeinated coffees. I won't be back, so I'll pause here. So just to let you know, yeah, I'm going to have another nectarine, have this as well, just to help me out. Hiya. Okay, so just all very stressful this evening. Things not working out to plan. Just all getting a tiny bit too much. So I'm going to have some Slimming World comfort food, which is some Slimming World chips, some chilli, some gherkins. I'm going to also have some pickled onions. I'm going to have decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. And I'm just going to chill out. I need to do some, get some homework started, but I'm going to take an opportunity of a little bit of time tomorrow. It's going to be a bit stressful tomorrow because my mum and dad aren't going to look after the kids. so I will need to pop into the shop with the kids to give my partner a lunch break, which probably will be okay, but it will be stressful. So I'd like to tidy the house tomorrow morning. That's what I'd like to do. I'm not going to attempt to do it now. I might do a little bit, but I think I need to just calm it down because it was all quite stressful. So yeah, I'm going to eat this and just relax, just let everything settle out and be grateful to Slimming World, which allows me to have some chips. See you in a bit.